What's up, everybody? This is Lorenzo Gomez, the Urban Nerd, and I'm coming back at you. This is video 2 of a 2-part series I'm doing on the money side of Propositions A and B, which are for the San Antonio Sports and Entertainment District, aka Project Marvel, specifically Bexar County's contribution to the rodeo and to the Spurs Arena. And so I wanted to start off and just say that there's a really great article that the SA report did about this, and it actually has the ballot language in it, which I think is great. And so when you look at it, you know, for Prop A is showing you the language that's going towards the rodeo. So it's an increase in the taxes on hotel and car rental. And so it's saying a percentage of those will go to the rodeo. And then the same for Proposition B. It's almost identical. It's just going towards the Spurs Arena. But what's interesting about this is that the language on the ballot says this is a tax increase. And this is one of the pieces of misinformation that I see out there all the time. So people go say, look, it says on the ballot this is a tax increase. But what you need to know is that by Texas state law, when you extend a venue tax or you reauthorize a venue tax, the state law requires you to put that disclaimer in there. And so the misinformation is people are trying to get you to think that we're raising your taxes. This is a tax to hotel stays and car rentals. And so, which is why it's also called a tourist tax. And so if you want a better way to look at it, I wrote an article for Voice of San Antonio in my weekly column, The Urban Nerd, called The $1 Billion Question, Who Really Pays for the Spurs Arena? And in this article, I write about 2 characters, it's a little bit cheesy, but I tried to simplify it. And it's Leo the local and Tammy the tourist. Leo the local comes from the south side, goes and get a drink at the friendly spot. He goes to the Spurs game, pays for a beer, goes home. And the question is, which part of that paid for the arena? Well, the only part of it that paid was the beer he bought at the arena. Tammy, the tourist, comes in, flies into the airport to go to a convention. She goes downtown, stays at the hotel. She rents a car from the airport, goes downtown, stays at the Grand Hyatt, eats at Ruth's Chris, goes gets a margarita at the bar, then goes to the Spurs Stadium and buys a beer. And every single part of her transaction or her trip helped pay for the new Spurs Arena. And so go check out some links. I'll put them in the bio or I'll put them in the caption. And just know that Propositions A and B is a tax on tourists, not on you. Go vote yes for Props A and B November 4th. Thanks.